mountain there at the top of it. It'll be sitting on a pile of rocks right on the top of it today. That's Little St. Joe Peak. The first part of this trip is half the mountain by motor vehicle power, which is kind of nice. I wouldn't want to do this all in one day from the bottom of the mountain for sure. That's the Lee Metcalf Refuge, and that's where we live over in that country. One careless moment. Looks more like a Forest Service controlled burn to me. The places I've seen like that is where the Forest Service have been burning timber. Let it burn. That's where I'm headed. Top of that peak. This is a trailhead. Got a moon out today. It's kind of an overview here. It's a beautiful area to come. There's campers here. This is the cliffs on Brooks Mountain. That's Brooks Mountain over there. There's a figure on the other side of the mountain. Looks like those are his toes sticking up. It looks like he's resting. But this is the trailhead, and right at the trailhead there's a table that's a memorial to two pilots that died up on St. Joe Peak. Get my shadow out of there. It's done by my grandson and son in his Eagle Project in commemoration of the pilots who died up on that peak. This is my first message right near the trailhead. Didn't take long to load and didn't take long to send, even though I'm in the kind of a timbered area. Much of the trail, the first part of the trail, is like this. The trail's pretty well defined. Heavy lodgepole pine. Beautiful, beautiful forest. See the pine beetles starting to get into it. It goes up here, or right on the ridge, edge of the ridge. It comes out to the cliffs every once in a while. I just sent a second spot message. I'm okay from here. It's fairly heavy timber. It went pretty quickly. Trail's going on up the hill. Hit some switchbacks pretty soon. I'll hit the top of the little ridge. That's where I'm. Come out there and there you go. Those trees right there. There's the top of the peak. That's the toes again. That's that peak. Brook Mountain. It's a Bass Creek Canyon down there where I stayed overnight last year. And that's the canyon bottom there. So this is where I sent my third message. Spot rug fairly good. It's gone in a few seconds. Headed up there. I'll be up there in 15 minutes. There you go, my car to the little canyon and up there. This is a 3,000 foot elevation gain hike, and we're about ready to get to the first little peak before we start up the last steepest stretch. Start to hear the waterfall from the creek below. Generally, this time of year, you wouldn't hear that. We just got a lot more snow left up there than usual. And here's some blooming mountain heather. This is where people, I had to change my battery. This is where people get confused on this trail. Why they claim it's such a hard trail. Trail goes on up here, up that edge of that ridge there, and up. And people turn and go down where the falls are, and the springs down there in a little meadow. Try to go up that way, and that's pretty rugged. This way, where the trail actually goes, is rugged, but it's not that bad. You just kind of have to pick your way through here. Once you know where it is, it's not too hard, but there's no real marks. You don't need to go up that real steep that way. You go over here and then up the shoulder of that ridge. I did do a spot I'm okay thing right here, just to mark it. Here's the Bitterroot Valley, the place that I love. See the airport in the distance. Go over that way up Ambrose. See Metcalf Wildlife Refuge about down there. Hamilton's that way, that's looking south. See, this trail here is rough. Not too well marked, but places you lose it if you search for it, you'll find it. Seek, and ye shall find. Where we came from, getting out of the timber into the rocks. That's where getting into our first snow. This came from down there. The trail goes on over that way. That's where I'll take my lunch break. And I'll send a spot from here too. That's looking into Bass Creek again. You can see Hoppy Lake over there if you look real close. Let's see, Mary's way back there. You can see the lookout. I think it's the Heavenly Twins. Just right there, looking south or north, yeah, southwest. And then I'm headed up onto there. Getting closer to the top. And then into the snow. I knew where to hit. Came from that way, southeast. Looking east right here, the valley. Florence down there. Here we're getting higher. Top of the ridge right up there, I think that'll be the easiest place to walk. Getting this close to the ridge top, which is up there. You get into this, I don't know, some kind of pine, scrub brush. It's kind of hard to find your way through, but you can do it. And the top of the ridge, I think it's clear. We stay right on top. Across the ridge where I'm looking down into Sweeney Creek. That's Sweeney Peak over there. The trail drops that I hiked last year drops down the side of the ridge there and down to Peterson Lake. There's a little way off in the distance. Florence, an 8-mile area. Looking directly east now. Well, we're coming up to the last few feet before the top, and it's kind of just rock hopping.